Welcome to Stay Lit. I'm Cambria Shaw,
And I'm Miles Ellison.
and this is our series where we explore English literature, short stories, poems, plays, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we dive deep. And today, we're tackling a really famous one, Rudyard Kipling's If.
If, published way back in 1910, but still so resonant.
Definitely. And Kipling himself, a huge figure. Nobel Prize winner in 1907, gave us The Jungle Book in 1894, which people obviously still love.
Right, but If has this special place, doesn't it? Often called one of Britain's favorite poems. It's got this inspirational quality, loads of life lessons packed in there.
Totally. Integrity, resilience, humility. It's all in there.
And the structure itself is pretty neat when you look at it. 4 stanzas.
Yep, 4 stanzas, 8 lines each.
Yeah.
Very regular. And it mostly follows this A, B, C, D, C, D rhyme scheme.
Mostly.
Well, the first stanza is a bit different, A, B, C, C. But after that, it settles down. Plus, it's all in iambic pentameter.
Which gives it that sort of steady walking pace almost.
Exactly. And the other really noticeable thing is how many lines start with if.
Oh, yeah. Loads of them.
It just builds and builds, condition after condition, all leading up to the big then at the very end.
And the whole thing is just one long sentence.
Yeah, remarkably. Which really pulls you through it, It feels like one continuous thought.
Okay, so let's get into that thought. What's the big idea behind If? What's Kipling really saying?
Well, fundamentally, it's advice, isn't it? It's a guide on how to live your life, how to rise above things, keep your cool when everything's going wrong.
Like a set of instructions for being a good person.
Pretty much. It's very didactic, very much like teaching a lesson. And we know Kipling wrote it with his son, John, in mind.
Ah, right. So it's literally paternal advice of a father telling his son how to be, well, the ideal man, at least in that Victorian sense.
Exactly that. It spells out the qualities Kipling valued for, real character. But it's interesting. While it starts personal, it definitely speaks more broadly.
So becoming a man, with that capital M at the end, it's not just for his son.
No, I think it allows for interpretation. Readers can connect with those ideals, whatever being a man means to them, or maybe just being a complete person.
Okay, let's think about the time it was written. You said published 1910, but written earlier.
Yeah, much earlier, actually. He wrote it around 1895. It only got published later in Rewards and Fairies.
1895. So firmly in the Victorian era. Does that context shape it?
Well, absolutely. You can really feel the influence of Victorian Stoicism. That whole emphasis on self-discipline, keeping emotions in check, making every second count.
The stiff upper lip kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah. But maybe deeper than just suppressing emotion, it's about inner control, self-reliance.
And wasn't there a specific event, like a real-life inspiration?
Yes, there was. It was apparently inspired by Leander Starr Jameson.
Who was he?
He led the Jameson raid, which, it failed pretty spectacularly. But Kipling was apparently really struck by Jameson's conduct, his grit and tenacity during the whole mess.
Ah, so it's about that ability to keep going, even when you fail.
Exactly. That spirit in the face of disaster seems to be what sparked the poem.
Okay, let's look at the first stanza. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. Powerful start.
It really is. That immediate call for calm in chaos, it's like rule number 1, don't panic, don't get swept up in blame.
Very Victorian ideal, right?
Composure.
Absolutely. Maintaining rationality when everyone else is losing it. That's inner strength.
Then it goes, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. That's a tricky balance.
It really is. It's not just blind self-belief. It's trust yourself, yes, but also be open enough to consider why others might doubt you. Listen to criticism, perhaps.
So self-confidence, but with humility.
Exactly. Acknowledging doubt without being defined by it. It's quite nuanced.
And the stanza wraps up with, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating. Patience, integrity, refusing to stoop to others' levels.
And yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. Don't show off, basically.
Yeah, exactly. There's a warning against righteousness or appearing superior. Be virtuous, but be humble about it. Quiet strength again.
Okay, moving to stanza 2. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, what's he getting at there?
It's about using your imagination and your intellect, which are great, but not letting them take over completely.
Like, don't get lost in your own head.
Sort of. Dream, think, but stay grounded in reality. Don't let abstract thoughts or ambitions become the only thing that matters. Keep perspective.
Right. Then we get those famous lines. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. Imposters, that's a strong word.
It really is. It suggests that both winning and losing are, in a way, illusions or temporary states.
They aren't the real you.
Exactly. They're fleeting. Don't get too carried away by success. Don't be crushed by failure. They're imposters because they try to define you, but they shouldn't. It's about maintaining equilibrium.
That makes sense. And the end of the stanza, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build 'em up with worn-out tools.
Wow. Yeah, that's tough stuff. It speaks to resilience, doesn't it? Being able to handle your words being manipulated, seeing your life's work destroyed.
And then having the grit to start again, even when you feel exhausted and have nothing left.
Exactly. Worn out tools.
Yeah.
It's about sheer perseverance.
Okay, stanza 3. This one starts with a big risk. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss,
Yeah, bold move.
and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. That's about accepting failure gracefully.
Gracefully and completely.
Yeah.
Not just taking risks, but handling the potential fallout without complaint or bitterness. Just picking yourself up and starting over. No fuss.
It's a very stoic kind of resilience.
Definitely. And then comes maybe the most powerful part for me. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone.
Pushing past your limits.
And so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will, which says to them, hold on.
And will is capitalized there. That feels important.
Very.
Yeah.
It elevates willpower to this almost like independent force within you. When everything else is gone, your energy, your hope, maybe there's this core will that keeps you going, pure mental fortitude.
Incredible imagery. Okay, final stanza. We're getting close to the then. But first, if you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch.
Ah, the social tightrope.
Right. Staying true to yourself no matter who you're with. High or low society.
Exactly. Don't get corrupted by power or status, walk with kings, but also don't become aloof or lose connection with ordinary people. Talk with crowds.
Yeah.
Maintain integrity and humility across the board.
Then, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. What's that about? Emotional independence.
Yeah, I think so. It's about having a strong inner center so you're not overly dependent on praise or crushed by criticism, even from those closest to you.
Value people, but don't let them destabilize you.
Kind of. Don't put anyone on too high a pedestal, maybe. Maintain a certain emotional balance in relationships.
Okay, and the last if, before the big reveal. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run.
The unforgiving minute. Great phrase.
Really captures how relentless time is, doesn't it?
It does. It's a call to action. Use every single second. Live intensely, purposefully. Don't waste time because it won't wait for you.
And then, after all that,
Then comes the payoff. Yours is the earth and everything that's in it.
so worldly success.
Well, yes, that's part of it. Mastery, perhaps. But then he adds,
And which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
right, and that which is more is crucial. Being this ideal man, achieving this state of character, is presented as even greater than possessing the whole world. It's about inner attainment.
So let's pull back and look at the themes. Masculinity is obviously a big one, right? With that final line.
Definitely central. The poem lays out a very specific model of manhood strength, self-control, perseverance, stoicism.
Which, makes you think about how that lands today. How do we view those ideals of masculinity now?
That's a really important conversation, isn't it? Some qualities, like resilience, are still valued, of course, but our understanding of masculinity is uh, broader now, perhaps more complex. It's interesting to compare Kipling's version with contemporary views.
For sure. And the theme of success and defeat, handling those imposters.
Yeah, that feels timeless. The idea that true character is shown not just in winning, but in how you handle both the highs and the lows with equanimity.
Maintaining that balance.
Exactly.
And Kipling uses some cool literary tricks to get the message across. We mentioned the anaphora, the repetition of if.
Right, which really builds the momentum. And lots of antithesis, those opposing ideas.
Like wait and not be tired by waiting or being lied about. Don't deal in lies.
Yeah, constantly showing the need for balance, finding the middle ground between extremes.
We also saw personification with triumph and disaster.
Enjambment, keeping that single sentence flowing.
And that great metaphor, the unforgiving minute.
All working together.
Right.
And it's worth noting again how he speaks directly to you, the reader. It feels very personal, almost like he could be giving himself this advice too.
So the moral code here is all about moderation, composure, self-control.
Integrity, humility. Keeping that stiff upper lip, maybe, but in a deeper sense of inner steadiness.
Holding it together no matter what.
That's the core message, really.
So the big question then, this was written, what, over 120 years ago now? Does this advice, this Victorian ideal, still hold up? Is it relevant for us today?
That is the question, isn't it? And I think parts of it absolutely do. The language, the specific focus on manhood might feel a bit dated to some. But the underlying ideas, resilience in the face of setbacks, integrity, staying calm under pressure, humility, making the most of your time.
This seemed pretty timeless.
I'd say so. Arguably, in our, very fast-paced, often chaotic modern world, having that kind of inner grounding might be more important than ever.
That's a great point. So this deep dive, it really highlights how if works on multiple levels, its history, its structure, and this powerful, enduring message about how to navigate life.
Definitely encourages you to go back and read it again with all that in mind.
Absolutely. And maybe that leaves a final thought for you, our listener. How do these virtues from if actually resonate with your life, with the challenges you face today?
Yeah, what feels particularly relevant? And are there maybe aspects that feel, well, different or maybe even outdated when viewed through a 21st century lens?
Definitely something to ponder. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Join us next time on Stay Lit for more explorations into English literature.